Everyone, and welcome to another Match Analysis Monday. My name is Swiss, and for this week, we're going to be going over Tomberry versus Leon, and not Leon that you guys know, the Bowser player. This is a different Leon. Both of these players are from Europe, so shout outs to Europe. They have a lot of strong players, obviously, and a lot of good Snake players as well. Tomberry being one of them, and feel free to subscribe to his YouTube channel as he does have the footage here, and you guys can always go back and look at it if you would like. But in this case being said, this was Super Smash Stadium Losers Finals. It happened about a week ago. So we're going to dive in and we're going to analyze and pretty much take it from there. So if you guys like the content, like and subscribe, and let's go ahead and get on with it.
It's showtime.
All right, so we're going to start with game number one, obviously. And a little bit of backstory on Leon. Tomberry was informing me that Leon hasn't really lost to a Snake since Brawl. So this is very interesting to see how he covers the matchup. And like another thing to also mention is that it's very, very, very good to fight players that know the matchup so well, because that's the best way of learning. You know what I mean? Like when you're playing someone that understands the matchup, you're gonna be able to not make Snake habits, right? Because if you're doing regular Snake habits and someone that doesn't know the matchup is letting you get away with it, that's not really gonna be as good as playing someone that's abusing your Snake habits and punishing you very, very well for it. And in that case, that's going to help you transition into a different stance of Snake. And I think it's very, very good to play someone that knows the matchup very well. So anyways, Leon is using Lucina, Tomberry using Snake, and let's get on with the first match. Actually, let me make sure that this is good. All right, there we go. All right, so he starts out with the combo here. Okay, tries to go for the down tilt. Down tilt is very good in this matchup. He tried to frame one nade as well. That up B ends up getting punished. Now, this was a very good option right here, how he cancels with the dare and goes for the ledge, but he ended up getting caught. Then he blows himself up, gets caught again, blows himself up again. And I think mainly here he was DIing in. He could have tried to DI right, but in doing so though, he would go straight up, as you can see right here. If he had, let's go a little bit back, right here. So if he DI'd in, he would have went straight up from here, and I think he should have been able to escape that. I think that was the forward air he did. He should be been able to escape that just by going straight up if he had DI'd in, or to the right, that is. So in this case, he tries to blow himself up again. He DI's in. Luckily, he didn't get punished. All right, good. Lands finally. But you can see, like, with this sequence, if we just went back a little bit here, you could tell that, like, Tomberry is choosing options that people more than likely won't really go for as Snake, such as right here. So he went for the up B, right? He gets caught by the forward air. Then he up B's again, as, Snakes would do. But instead, he went for the down air. And then he goes for the air dodge. And then, even though that's like a different option, Leon was definitely ready for it either way and was still able to punish it. I think at this point, what he could have done is to still commit to that up B, but possibly do like B reverse C4, detonate it, air dodge to ledge, so that way he's not going to sit here and cover it with the F smash. I should be able to punish him. Or he could like use grenade if he wanted to, but obviously, C4 is going to work a little bit better. But he gets punished with the forward smash. DI's in, gets hit again. DI's in again. Luckily, doesn't get punished. And then he finally lands. All right, that was a good down tilt. Down tilt is very, very good in this matchup, in my opinion. It can help outspace some of Lucina's aerials. Good anti-air as well. Can outreach F tilt and down tilt at times too. All right, gets grabbed again. So you can see that he's taking advantage of Tomberry, like landing with shield, as you can see. Then he gets up thrown. Again, then gets up aired right there. Another thing too is like Tomberry's kind of like when he pulls out grenade, he's kind of just sitting in that grenade stance. I think it would be beneficial if he just like kind of light throw it, and then he could use an air dodge after. That's one thing. Oh, unfortunate. That's one thing Dio's doing as well. Like he'll throw it and then he'll air dodge the other way. He could try it just to see like what that does. Great down tilt. All right, gets hit by the F smash again for holding onto that grenade. I like the down air, but he gets punished. I like the down air there as well. Good grab. Big punish. That was perfect. Perfect punish. All right, let's see what he does now. Yeah, so now he's in a rough spot. I mean, he's on his last stock. His shield is weak. He could have followed up with an up air there. Probably didn't think that the C4 would connect. Good punish. Covering the either direction of drift. Good F tilt and good back air too. All right. That was very dangerous for a second. Like when he got hit right here, luckily he didn't get hit by that back air. Okay, the out of shield. I think mainly here, I mean, the rough part was that just that when he was in disadvantage, Leon just took great advantage of it. And now that Tomberry is kind of like working on his advantage state, he's able to make this comeback. Gets back to the ledge, very nice. Okay, the side B, let's see what he does now. He recovers high. I think right here he could have B reverse C4 and then go for the ledge. But you can see that like when he's coming down, he's pulling nade, and I'm not sure if he messed up a B reverse or not, but either way, like when he's pulling the nade, he's kind of just holding on to it, and he's just going down with it. So it leaves him open. Like it's kind of like he's looking for a trade, but at the same time, you don't want to trade at this point because he's losing. You know what I mean? He's at 129. He can't really afford to take any more damage. Otherwise, anything that Lucina throws out is going to kill him pretty much. But it looks like that's what he's looking for. I'm not too sure, but I think what he should do is instead just like throw the grenade, just throw it as quickly as possible, and then you can air dodge, whether it's neutral air dodge, fastball, neutral air dodge. You can directional air dodge. Again, that's something that I noticed Dio has been doing, so it's something that he could definitely try out. But comes down, gets hit because again, you know, he's a sitting duck, and the unfortunate SD. He's kind of like a sitting duck when he's doing that. You know, you're open for a grab, you're open for an attack, which is fine, you know, depending on the scenario. It's just in this scenario, it's not really too good because he's losing. And the trade isn't really gonna do much for him, but nonetheless, he was making a really strong comeback. It was just an unfortunate. Plus, he like SD'd on stock 2 as well. He wasn't able to C4 himself as he tried to mix up his options for coming back on stage. All right, so let's see how this match goes. Was a grenade down. Great down air. Another one. Nice. Oh, really looking for these down airs. I like it. Oh, beautiful. Oh, couldn't get it. He knew how to get out of that. If you buffer an air dodge, you can get out of it. All right, now he's slowly coming back. He's got to be very careful. I think like if he's able to get get grenade stance back facing, that could definitely help out a lot. See, like with his grenade usage, he's facing Leon, the Lucina. So if the Lucina comes in with any aerial, he doesn't, as long as it's space, he doesn't have to worry about anything because he's not going to hit the grenade. But I'd like to see if he can try to get some more back facing. All right, he's going to get back air. Yep. Can't do anything there. He put himself in a rough spot right here. He was just fully open. The only thing he could have done is delayed the up B. He could have went for the grenade recovery because the C4 was already on the stage. Goes back to the ledge. Cypher saves him. Okay. I think like with this, with like C4, I don't tend to really use C4 against these characters because they have invincible up Bs basically, to where they could just zip right by the C4 and not feel any form of pressure. I feel like placing shield dropping a grenade right here works better to kind of like stuff them out. Obviously, you can get a fair follow up if you are 100% certain it's going to land. Back air is right there as well, and possibly even a neutral air. But generally, though, I don't really tend to use C4 against these specific characters, like, you know, Lucina, Game & Watch, Joker with Arsene, you know, because they have those invincible up Bs. So it's really hard to really pressure them like that because they don't really have to worry about anything. Okay, back facing, nice. Back facing again. Okay, so he is trying to backface though, which is great. But Leon's just able to position his attacks very well and like space everything to where it just doesn't even matter. That would have been a good back facing right here. If he was able to get back facing there, that would have been great. But he does get the down tilt. Again, down tilt is really good in this matchup. You know, if Tomberry used a lot of down tilt, that could definitely help. Unfortunate, takes the stock off of that. Alright, but all he needs is an up tilt. See if he gets it. Good dash attack. Oh man, he could have went for it right there. You can tell that he's playing very, very patient, which was definitely good, as you guys saw there. He got the parry into the up tilt. Okay, lands a grenade, that's fine. So like right here, let's see, he gets thrown. I think like what he could have done, at least what I would have done right here, is instead of pulling the grenade right here, what he could do is either just air dodge towards the ledge if he wants a little bit of breathing room, or just to kind of compose himself, or he could jump back onto the ledge and then do a turnaround neutral B for the grenade. That way, that'll help stuff out this forward air that happened. Okay, there it is. That was really good. Sadly, he didn't get anything off of it, though. Oh, this is gonna be rough. I think this might be it. Oh, got him. The nair into the forward smash. Very, very good from Leon. In general, though, like, I think basically it's the disadvantage state for Tomberry so far. Like, when he's coming down with that grenade, he needs to just get rid of it. Even though, like, there were a couple times where he was doing that, it kind of feels like he's just picking the wrong option at times. But his disadvantage is really where Leon is taking the games. Like, it's just pretty much a disadvantage. And you could clearly see that in the matchups. Like, he's doing well in the neutral, he's doing well in advantage state, but it's just once he's off stage or once he's in the air, Leon's just able to take perfect responsibility of just closing out the stock or just racking up damage. And we've seen that with game 1 and game 2. So really, really good stuff. from Leon in general, and that's probably the main reason why Leon just doesn't lose to snakes, as Tomberry told me. He just obviously can take care of at the disadvantage of snake so well, so well. So he goes into Zero Suit Samus game 3. Now, this is Tomberry's secondary. I don't know if he puts a lot of time into her, but we'll see how this goes. Neutral air. Neutral air, can't get back. Alright. Good nair. Could have went for another one possibly, or probably guessed, try to guess of him doing a panic air dodge. Nice. Probably thought he was gonna go for the flip kick. Nice movement. So the paralyzer. Nair, not able to get anything out of it. Good back air. Trying to go low. See, like when he's like, I think with Leon, let me go back. Like I think it looks like here too that Tomberry is kind of playing in a stance where he's just playing super aggressive with Zero Suit. So like he didn't really take any time to really just wait. So I think like a little bit more patience would be good with the Zero Suit, because you can see here like he just dove straight down. He just went straight down and tried to continue his momentum, and then in doing so, one, he missed his edge guard opportunity, and then two, he couldn't set up any form of on-stage edge guard. So this allowed Leon to just get back very safely. Oh, he does get that. Very nice. And you can see he's ready for the counters. And he got... Oh, man. That is so unfortunate. So unfortunate. He couldn't come back. So at this point, you know, Tomberry's got to have that thought of, okay, do I keep doing that? Or do I just, you know, kind of just let it... or just like respect him off stage. And that's one thing that you might see from pro players, like if you're watching, like let's say MKLeo or someone, and they keep going off stage like MKLeo does. And I'm sure there was a moment that I've seen MKLeo where he went off stage and then he got spiked, and you would think that, okay, since he got spiked, he's probably going to not go off stage anymore, but he continues to do so. And I think that's a very strong mindset, that you don't let everything get to you as far as playing the match goes. So, you know, if you know that you can get them off stage or anything in the neutral as well, and you get countered, you know, try not to let that get to you, basically, and you could still be very strong as far as that mindset goes. Let's see. Good up air, but he gets countered for it. All right, trying to get back on stage, and he does. The forward air, nice there. And you can see that he's having a really hard time getting out. And you can see that Leon's kind of just jumping around, waiting. Like, you can tell that he's kind of like waiting for this jump out option, or maybe like a flip kick option. Now, when you're in the corner, it can be very hard to kind of just get out of there. You know, you don't necessarily want to just burn an option against someone that's so good, such as Leon, because they might be ready for it. You know, if he had what he could do, which kind of helps me a little bit, is getting out of the corner can be pretty hard against top players. And the only thing you could do mainly is just try to react as best as possible. Tomberry did a really good job just sitting here, you know, not really committing to anything yet, just kind of waiting. Now, this would have been a good opportunity to then just get out of the corner at this point, whether it's rolling, running, or, you know, any other thing. He obviously doesn't really want a flip kick, but at this point he kind of can if he wanted to, and he shouldn't get hit, to my knowledge. So there's that. And then he comes down with the neutral air here. And you can see he's trying to get out. He goes for this nair, and then he gets his shield broken. So that's going to be the stock, obviously. Um, if anything, Zero Suit Samus does have a crouch, which not as good as Snake's, obviously, but still a crouch nonetheless. What he could do is trying to just crouch, crawl back and forth. Even though there's not too much space here, he still has like movement to still crawl back. And even though it's like a really small amount, that small amount could still help, in regards of forcing Lucina to whiff and then going for a whiff punish or anything like that in particular. And of course, that's going to be the stock, like I said. Let's see if Tomberry's able to take this match into his own hands if possible. Going for the forward airs. Okay, good Zaire. Nice up airs. Good up B. Nice. Obviously not going to kill, but good damage nonetheless. Oh, unable to punish. He went for the hard punish. Wasn't able to get it, though. I like the Zairs, too. Just trying to keep him out. You can see that Leon is covering most of the stage. So he's pretty much got stage control, while Tomberry is more than willing to just fight in the corner. Oh, no. So he tries to go off. He tries to fight him off stage again, gets up B'd, and ends up losing the match. That was unfortunate. Now here though, like there were some moments where I felt like he could have up smashed. Like obviously, up smash probably isn't like Zero Suit Samus's best option, but I think it's a decent anti-air. There was a moment where like he hit him up. It's probably not here, but he hit him up, and then he like came down and air dodged, and I think an up smash would have helped with that. But nonetheless, though, obviously GG's of both players. Again, I think Tomberry's main thing is just the disadvantage. I feel like with the disadvantage state that he's in, he is choosing different options, which is great, obviously. But against someone like Leon that knows the matchup so well, he's got to figure out other options. And again, the main thing was just him falling down while holding that grenade. That hurts him a lot. If you want something faster, just for movement, obviously the C4 is there. C4 is definitely going to help a lot. If you want to stick to using C4, then either you can opt out to not play C4 for stage control, or you could just detonate it as soon as you're off stage. I do enjoy watching how he handles his disadvantage, though. Those up Bs and then the down airs just to kind of hover and float to the ledge are really good. And I think, again, his neutral and his advantage state is really good. I think that he took very, very good control of that. So he didn't necessarily have any issues with that. It was just mainly the disadvantage that made it hard. And if all else, you could just try other things too. Like, you don't necessarily always have to let go of Cypher. You know what I mean? You can just fly as high as you can, drop a Nikita, B reverse, fast fall neutral air dodge. You could do something like that, which MVD does, and seems to have doesn't seem to have too many issues with it. You could, B reverse C4, detonate it on the ledge, and then air dodge towards the ledge. You can mix that up with adding a grenade as well, or a grenade or two, coupling it like that. Snake obviously has a lot of options as far as getting off of ledge. I mean, getting back on stage and disadvantage. It's not the best still, but he still has like a lot of options. So, stuff like that could definitely help. And again, throwing the grenade and then just air dodging towards the ground, whether it's a neutral air dodge or a last second directional air dodge could help. Again, one thing I noticed from Dio that he was doing that. So I think that's really good that he could mess around with that. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Again, GG's both players, and if you like the content, like and subscribe to my channel and of course Tomberry's channel as well. Thank you so much. Hope you all learned something today, because I definitely did, and I will see you all on the next video. Bye now.
Never duplicate you, never multiply two. Everyone copy and paste, mask all up in on their face. Disney fantasy MP haste, they are cool with they complacent. You feel it in you, Then you brush it off. You insignificant, but you got something we want. And your whole life is a taunt, cause you will not just comply. Waking up for your day.